This week I'm coming to you from my hotel room in Toronto, Canada, where I'm doing some personal one-on-one spiritual encounters with people. If you've not scheduled a personal one-on-one encounter, do so either at our center in Phoenix, Arizona, or somewhere in a seminar city. Check boblarson.org for locations. The Minotaur was depicted in Greek mythology as having the head and tail of a bull and the body of a human, although later in medieval reflections back on Greek mythology, they changed that into the head of a human and the body of a bull. The Minotaur's job was to guard the Labyrinth. This was an elaborate maze, and he was stationed there as a gateway god to make sure that only the right people entered into the Labyrinth. The Minoan civilization in Crete treated this particular god with a sense of bestiality. You find the Minotaur mentioned many times throughout history in Dante's Inferno, even in some modern video games, such as the dark Age of Camelot, and even in the writings of C.S. Lewis in the Chronicles of Narnia. But this came to my mind because of a recent exorcism that I was doing. And a Minotaur spirit manifested itself and said, I am the guardian of the soul of this person. I stand at the portals of the mind and determine what goes in and out. The Greeks had many gods and goddesses, and often their depiction of these gods was related to authentic existential encounters that they had with these evil spirits. And this legend of the Minotaur as a gateway guardian goes back all through ancient history. His purpose, I believe, is to guard the emotional entries to the mind and to make sure that any evil thoughts that get into the labyrinth of the mind stay there. This particular individual was marvelously delivered, but I cautioned them, according to Philippians 4:8, that going forward, they needed to let the Holy Spirit guard their mind and make sure that they thought upon things which are true, honest, just, pure, lovely, and of a good report, or that which is praiseworthy. And my admonition to you today is to guard the gateways of your mind and avoid the Minotaur spirit. Don't let your mind be a portal of greed, anger, jealousy, bitterness, lust, or any other kind of negative emotion such as unforgiveness. Guard your mind. Let the Holy Spirit be stationed there, lest the Minotaur spirit try to make spiritual rebellion part of what's in your mind. 2 Corinthians 10:5 tells us that we're to bring every thought captive to Jesus Christ. The question I ask you today is, who is the gateway guardian to your mind? The Minotaur spirit or the Holy Spirit? Above all, surrender all your thoughts to Jesus and avoid any demonic gateways.